Hello everybody, it is 𝖤LurkingDoll𖐐 here, and today we're going to be reacting to a video made for me. Now this channel generally posts random irrelevant content. I guess she posts like has-been hotel reviews. Yeah, but besides that, I guess we should get into the video.
So I was watching YouTube on my computer trying to find some background music to listen to when I found this video instead.
It was a commentary video about an animator I've seen some videos of, so I clicked on it and it led me down a whole rabbit hole of, honestly, some pretty ignorant and generally uneducated opinions.
Okay, Lex, let's go see what you have to support that statement with.
Shark Hunter is a 14-year-old who makes commentary videos.
You are correct.
He made his first video 2 years ago, but hadn't began consistently uploading until around 6 months ago.
No, you're wrong on that. I've actually been consistently making videos for 7 years at this point. Just the majority of them got privated because of quality reasons.
The majority of his videos have to do with the animation meme community or the furry community.
This is not a hate video. This is a critical discussion about a commentary channel I was recommended by my YouTube homepage.
He did make a video mentioning Islam and claiming this one Muslim girl wasn't truly Muslim because of the content she's posted, but since I don't know anything about that religion, I'm not going to be commenting on that.
The reason I made that video is because she posted a lot of things that were anti-Islam in general. But anyways, besides this, let's go on.
First, let's get into his video about the vent channel 4TY2WO.
Every single commentary video that has made a video on me has included this in some way or another in their videos. It's actually starting to become really annoying how they just focus on this one video I made 5 months ago and disregard literally everything else. I admit I got pretty angry in that video, and I admit a lot of the things I said in that video could have been reworded in a different way. But anyways, I am not reviewing this video for a 5th time in a row. Let's head on to our next point.
Now, I'll look at his most recent video, which is about the YouTuber 𝖤gy, and this video is what led me down this rabbit hole. He discusses their most recent video, which is an animation meme of an 𝖤isha erotica audio. Because of this audio, I won't be playing it, but the link will be in the description with the other link so you can see it is genuinely not that bad.
I beg your pardon?
Besides the lyrics and some mildly, and when I say mildly, I mean mildly suggested poses.
Mildly suggestive poses. Are you kidding me? And then you say, oh yeah, besides the lyrics, which is half of the reason why I made this video. The lyrics is piled in with the animation. You do realize that. So don't just say, besides the lyrics and some mildly suggestive poses. Those are not mildly suggestive poses. Paired with the lyrics, it is very, very easy to tell what she's trying to hint at. This animation is vulgar, disgusting, and vile. And there's no ifs, buts, or and.
It's just a regular animation meme.
Oh yeah, a totally normal, regular animation meme. You see the manipulative language she uses here? It's disgusting how little humility you have and how you agree with such vulgarity. This is the type of shit you'd expect to see on an adult website, not YouTube.
He claims it deserves to be striked down from YouTube and claims this type of content shouldn't be allowed on YouTube at all. His main point is that despite it being 16 plus, labeled as 16 plus, and even the entire channel description saying that their entire channel is 16 plus.
Yeah, a tiny little label at the corner of the video. Guys, don't worry. I put it in size 4 font at the very corner of the video. The thing that you got to understand is that when she's presenting her video in a very ostentatious manner that attracts kids due to the vibrance and everything, the colors, and she takes zero precautions to at least age restrict the video, she is partly at fault of what's happening, which is kids being exposed to very vulgar, vile, disgusting stuff, which you try and fail to downplay in this video.
First of all, �gy isn't the first animator to do this and won't be the last.
Did you hear the point I said in my video before? Which I'm assuming you didn't, because you probably just scrolled through the first 1 minute of the video and called it a day. Because if you would have watched 1 more minute into the video, you would have seen my response to this. But I will say it again. That is an appeal to majority, phalaic statement.
�gy even says their channel is 16 plus. It's not their fault if nobody listens.
So what you are saying is that if you put 16 plus or 18 plus at the very corner of your video or in your description, which by the way nobody reads, or if so very few people do, that absolves them from literally every single responsibility they have from protecting minors from seeing their content.
This argument is like looking at an 18 plus video game and then getting angry because it has mature content, because video games are popular with kids and nobody listens to what age restrictions say anyways. If something has a warning and you choose to ignore it, that is on you.
I think that creators on YouTube have a shared responsibility to make sure that their video gets seen by the right audience. That means putting age restrictions on the things that need age restrictions. I also think those creators should stop hiding behind flimsy ass warnings that they lazily slap on their videos. And oh, technically we actually have this in our channel description, so that absolves us from every single responsibility we have from protecting minors.
Not the creator. The main issue here isn't the content of the animation. It's the fact that you, as a 14-year-old, are interacting with 16+ content, then getting mad when it is in fact 16+ for a reason. The only thing this video proves is that you shouldn't be watching these videos when you clearly aren't able to handle them. And you not being able to handle them isn't the creator's fault or problem when they took the proper precautions.
It's funny how she tries to manipulate this point into like a me problem, and that my entire motive was just seeing it online and not liking it. Newsflash, Lurking Doll. My entire point of the 2-minute video I made was that kids could easily see it and it was easily accessible to them. Next time, before making a video which is going to be seen by your 423 audience, actually fully watch the video. Oh yeah, and by the way, taking the correct precautions is not slapping a lazy warning onto your video.
Mad when it is in fact 16+ for a reason. The only thing this video proves is that you shouldn't be watching these videos when you clearly aren't able to handle them. And you not being able to handle them isn't the creator's fault or problem when they took the proper precautions. He also made another video discussing furries, and I want to say I personally do not call myself a furry, even if I do technically have a fursona.
Yeah guys, like I'm not a furry, but I do technically have a fursona.
The issue Shark Hunter has is with the small sexual minority of the fandom, which he misconstrues to be the only side of the fandom.
I never said it was the only side of the fandom. I said that a large majority of the furries are in that community. Here's a Google Doc I did composing 15 of the most biggest furry YouTubers on this platform. And surprise, surprise, I found issues with sexualization with all of them. And surprise, surprise, their sub counts totaled up to be more than the entire furry community themselves. More than twice the amount, actually.
I understand disliking side, as I view that side also to be rather gross, considering these are humanized animals. But claiming that the weird side is the majority of the fandom is objectively wrong. Majority of furry artists are not NSFW artists, which you can see if you simply search for furry artists. I myself follow a lot of furry artists, and I've seen a lot, and not all of them are NSFW. And his reasoning for this belief was to show two popular furries who also tend to draw suggestive or full-blown NSFW art.
I will admit that that part was out of pure laziness. But even still, those two furry YouTubers equal up to literally almost the exact population of the furries worldwide. Artwork.
A loud minority does not speak for the majority. Just because two people in the minority happen to be popular does not make that minority a majority. And all fandoms have their weird or suggestive side. That's just a common thing in fandoms.
Like I said, for the 300,000th time throughout my entire channel history. Yeah, but I would argue that a majority of your fandom sexualizes their furry characters.
I myself find the NSFW furry community weird because of the fact that these are still characters with animal traits, like the fur, ears, and tails. But furry characters have more human anatomy than animal anatomy the majority of the time. They have human bodies, human heads, just with the fur, ears, and tails added.
Yeah, but even still at that, they still have some pretty prominent animal traits.
Summary, Shark Hunter seems to be a kid who doesn't have a full understanding of the topics he is discussing. Seems to have a very simplistic view of the world, which isn't rare for people his age. I don't really like bringing up age in arguments because usually people only say to try and invalidate your point by being like, well, you're insert this age, so you don't know what you're talking about. I am only bringing up his age because it actually is relevant when you take into account the general immaturity his opinions tend to have and the way he goes about things. There's a very simplistic view of complex topics, and that's very common when you consider his age.
Here's the thing I want you to think about. My channel is not a completely neutral, I'm gonna take both sides into account. I already made up which side I'm on, and I'm going to speak from using that side. And then people are gonna be like, oh, well, that's opinionated, so like, blah, blah, blah. Every single video online is opinionated. If there is no moral guidelines, there's moral subjectivity, which means the boundaries of where right and wrong is dependent on the person's opinion, which, by the way, I don't obviously follow. I follow and believe in God.
The main issue with his videos is that he seems too emotionally immature to accurately cover the topics he discusses, such as mature content in animations, mental illness, or fandom communities. These are all topics that have a lot of sides to them. They aren't as simple as just, grr, this entire thing evil. I know I'm 17 myself, and I'm also not a very mature person, but you generally should not speak about topics you don't have an accurate understanding of. Don't make commentary videos to comment on things you don't know anything about.
But yeah, in conclusion, a lot of your points were followed with zero evidence and contained many phallic statements in them. And even though I do agree with a lot of the things you said in the video, you used very manipulative language to get your point across and tried to downplay a lot of things. But yeah, besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a long video to make, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.